Today guys, we're doing another top 3 custom builds in GTA 5. We're going to be upgrading 3 Nissan vehicles. We got the Elegy Retro Custom, Elegy RH8, and the 300R. First thing we're doing is bringing this thing into the custom shop, and we're going to upgrade it. Not sure what style we're going for, but we will figure it out. Alright, let's start with armor, brakes. For the front bumpers, we're not going crazy here. I like the look of the painted extended splitter, or the black extended splitter. Let's go with the black one. Rear bumpers, we're not putting any diffusers on. For the roll cage, we'll go with a street half cage. Upgrade that engine. For the exhausts, I would just put one on it, but the bumper has a gap for a second one, and it'll look weird without having 2 on there. So we're going to go with the twin chrome tip exhausts. For the fenders, the arches aren't terrible, but honestly, the wide angular rear fender looks the best. For the grille, we're going to go with the black surround. For the hood, we're going to go with the raised extreme hood. Headlights, let's change that up. Yellow on black plate. For the roof, we'll leave it alone for right now. We're going to go with some side skirt extensions. We're going to head on down to the classic RS wing and toss that on. Street suspension, race transmission, turbo tuning, dark smoke window tint. And let's do some of the bennies upgrades out here with the mod menu, just because they won't work in custom shots for some reason. For the doors, we are definitely not putting wind deflectors on. For the intercooler, you can't see it at all, and we're not going to make it shown, so we're just going to leave that stock. If you want, you can put a roof scoop on, but I am definitely not doing that. We're going to toss some hood clips on here. I like going with the classic chrome hood catches, so we're going to toss that on. You could also put some headlight ducts on. Once again, not the biggest fan of that, so we're just not going to mess with that at all. Engine upgrades, this is all personal preference. Let's go with the lightened racing strut brace. Let's go with the red exposed pulleys. We'll go with the carbon valve covers. We're going to go with the Rally Clubman steering wheel. For the seats, I'm thinking just ballistic fiber track seats are looking pretty good. For the doors, honestly, we're just going to make them carbon. That's the one thing I like about this car. You could just change the stock look to carbon instead of removing all the detail from the doors. So we're going to go with carbon. For the dials, we're going to go with this one right here. I like to see all of the gauges. A lot of people like to go with the Mark III display. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's up to you at the end of the day, whichever one you guys prefer more. For the dash, you got to admit, the stripped interior looks sick. You got a bottle of nitrous right there as well. Like, I mean, that is pretty much perfect. For the trim, let's toss on a sun strip. We are not going to debadge the grille. We are going to put a right-mounted plate holder on there. And now let's mess around with liveries and colors. First, let's change the wheel color to black. Let's see what we got. I'm kind of feeling like going with this. But at the same time, I'm not too sure. We're definitely tossing a livery on this thing, though. This would look sick completely blacked out. That's looking pretty nice. I like that look. We just copy that to the secondary, fully blacked out like that. That's not looking bad. With concave racer rims, I mean, it's looking nice. Oh, even the Mind Mock one. That one's looking nice, too. Redwood's looking great. Damn. You know what? Blacking this car out, it looks pretty fire. Even this one, it kind of removes all the other details and just adds that one simple detail right there with like the rocket ship. Don't mind that, to be honest. See, this one would look so nice if there wasn't rust on it. Maybe we'll go with a light blue. Copy that to the secondary there. I think we'll toss on a carbon roof as well. I don't mind this look, to be honest. Normally I go with a completely different look to this car. I never really put the drift missile livery on it, and tend to go with the deep flake street wheels. End of the day though, I don't mind it. With a nice light blue on there, it's looking pretty nice. And now we have the Elegy RH8. Still waiting for the day that Rockstar will remake this car and release a more modern version of a GTR. Because, I mean, it looks nice. It's just, you know what I mean? Let's go with armor there and brakes. Move on over to the bumpers. Let's just go with the carbon front splitter. For the rear, I don't really mind this look with the little sticker on the back. Let's go with that. Upgrade the engine. We'll go with a race exhaust. You will do the exposed intercooler. Let's go with the single vented hood. Upgrade these headlights. Yellow on black plate. Toss a roll cage in there. We might go with the carbon roof. I'm not too sure yet. For right now, let's toss it on and see what happens. We're definitely going to go with custom skirts. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. If we could change the color of it, then, yeah, we'll definitely keep that one on. For the spoiler slash wing, I mean, honestly, stock looks pretty great. But I think we're going to go with the high-level carbon spoiler. Like, this is looking pretty decent. It's got some carbon on there. It's looking good. Let's go with sport suspension, race transmission, turbo tuning, dark smoke window tint. Man, it would be so nice if they added some more stuff for some other cars. Like, this car would look great with some nice liveries on it. This looks not looking terrible. We got a pure white paint job. We got modern mesh track wheels, painted white, carbon roof. Toss on some Fukaru tire lettering with them as well. that's not looking too bad. Like I said though, it would be great if they could add some more customization to this car. Like, it's got a decent amount, it's just a little livery would go a long way. And now we got the 300R. Let's bring this beauty right inside here. I love the way this car looks from the back, by the way. From the front, I'm not a huge fan of it, and I never will be, but the rear looks great. All right, let's upgrade the armor, the brakes, for the fenders. I mean, we could toss this on. It's not really needed, to be honest. It doesn't really do much. Yeah, let's just leave that alone. For the splitter, we are going to be going with some nice trim here. I think we're going to go with the aftermarket one. Yeah, I don't even want to look down there. Let's go with the primary aftermarket splitter. Possibly the primary carbon splitter, but we'll leave this for now. Let's upgrade the engine. For the engine covers, let's go with the primary exposed engine covers. For the exhaust, I do like the look of the Carbon Infinity exhaust. That looks sick. Ooh, but just basic carbon exhaust also looks pretty good. Let's go with that. For the hood, not a massive fan of some of the options there. We're going to go with the Ridgeline. Let's upgrade the lights. Let's go with some carbon mirrors. Yellow on black plate. For this, we'll go with a carbon panel, I guess, on the back there. For the roof, we are possibly going to go with the Ridgeline carbon roof kit. Possibly. We might change that, though. For the skirts, we'll go with the secondary carbon skirt, actually. And for the spoiler/wing, I'd say either a ducktail or the tuner wing. Let's go with the tuner wing for right now. Let's go with sport suspension, race transmission, turbo tuning, dark smoke window tint. We're going to change the front bumper to the secondary aftermarket splitter. Let's go ahead and exit the custom shop here. We'll go with a missile lock-on jammer. We'll go with the Mark II rally bar. Interior color, we'll make it black. Dashboard color, where even is black? It's not even here. Let's go with a nice ice white. Wheel color, let's make that black as well. Ooh, the stock rims are actually looking kind of decent on it. Let's see what we got for the liveries. We got shopping lists, and then we got some racing liveries. I think we're going to start with a white shopping list. We are going to change the primary color to pure black. We're going to remove the pearlescent and make the secondary color a nice white. We get white accents on the splitter and the side skirts right there. I'm going to change the splitter at the front to the secondary carbon splitter instead of the aftermarket one. Do wish we can kind of get that on the back a little bit. I know some cars do that, some cars don't. So that's what it's looking like. We also have the carbon roof on it. I think we have a bit of carbon on the spoiler as well. And now for the wheels, kind of feeling the Chappelle tire lettering on here. Concave Racer looks nice. Deep Flake Reserve is okay. I really like the look of Concave Racer now. They look so good. Let me just take a look at some of the other liveries we got available here. Even that, bro, that's looking cool. I like that look. Retro Rally, that's also looking pretty decent. Yo, blacking it out with this tire lettering on here, I'm really liking that look. We got the red offset stripe, which is just a very basic livery. I don't know why it's so far down on this list. I'm okay with any of these. Even the Stronzo one's looking decent. This one looks really cool, though. This one does look good. It definitely goes... Everything just goes together. I'm feeling this, though. From the side profiles here, it looks great. From the front, it looks a bit different. But, I mean, I'm kind of really liking this look. Let's park this beauty right over here as well. All right, and there we go. We got all three builds done. But I'm liking the look of all of these, especially this 300R, just from the way it looks from the back. Normally, this is not how I would customize them, but I'm kind of digging it. Even the regular Elegy, if only it had a couple more options in terms of liveries, I think it would be perfect, but you know what? It still looks pretty good the way it's sitting. Anyways, I guess that is going to wrap things up for today. Let me know what you guys think of them down below in the comment section. But with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.